Yes. So, boy, Alpha, how today?
I tire, man. Yes, so we don't show again. No matter how, we still there.
Another edition of After Five.
Yes, looks like my eyes even feeling sleepy somehow.
We'll go finish this one first before you go sleep now.
I tell you.
Okay, you're welcome to another edition of After Five. That's show that we get to talk about everything and anything.
Yeah.
We just have this thing. I just have this thing in my mind. Earlier on today in my office, I came in and I saw some my colleagues watching something on set. You understand? And I was wondering, these are all of them concentrate. They watch. They say Big Brother started. You understand what I'm saying? I was like, okay. Everybody has already started choosing his or her favorite and all that and all that. You understand? So I was like, okay, this is something that captivates a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I just thought about it
for 3 months.
Yeah. So we need to talk about the advantages and disadvantages of reality TV shows.
Yes.
And I thought it's something that since we did talk today, we'll just put it as one of our topics.
Makes sense. Personally, I have my reservations about TV reality shows. So I might be talking maybe. Yes, I'll bring up the negative sides of it too.
Okay.
I will go. But guys, this is After Five. My name is Romizi.
And I'm your guy, Chris Veduti.
You're not top boy. So welcome. And as we roll, make sure you call somebody to tune in and make sure you comment down there.
Yeah, so share
the video, of course.
Of course, I'm sure you have your own perception about reality TV shows. Just tell us what you think. But from our own perspective, we're just going to highlight a few advantages and disadvantages of what.
Yes, let me tell you something about the last time we posted After Five. Yeah, somebody was talking about an After Five hangout. So I'm actually thinking along that line. So so we get to have all these people viewing to also be part of it. Welcome with us.
If you feel you want to be a member of the After Five hangout, down below, just send us all your details. We will get back to you. And for everybody who is actually watching this program, very, very soon we have special plans for you.
Of course.
It will come. So just tell us what you think about what we're doing. If you think is something you're interested in, just or you have your own opinion about anything we're talking about. If you think
so, we'll know they try talk to. All right, guys. So as my guy here just said, we're going to be talking about the advantages and disadvantages of TV reality shows. And I said, this is my opinion, as usual. I think there are negative sides to it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Apart from the addiction.
But I also think the positive sides for me, yes, as a marketer, for example, I think the positive side for me is very huge.
Yes, I believe so too. I'm not giving it all out totally. But what I'm saying is the negative sides of these TV reality shows. Like I always say, there are few, yes, but it's very nice that we even point it out so that people will be aware of these things too.
Definitely.
That's what
I had a pastor one day ask. I was in a setting and a pastor asked a question that why is everybody that was during the last Big Brother?
Yeah.
Why is everybody watching Big Brother? That Big Brother is a promiscuous show.
It was not a topic.
It was not a topic. Do you understand? He was making it a serious topic. That he doesn't see anything interesting in this thing. That everybody will just go to the television and watch it. I had to school him. I said, see, as somebody who is in the business of entertainment,
yes,
as somebody who is also a marketer par excellence, I think that you need to see the market potential of that project.
Okay,
it's a social experiment, and social experiment has a lot of drama. social experiment has a lot of market value that comes with it. And everybody who is part of the social experiment is exposed to everybody who is watching. And shows like Big Brother, we're always using Big Brother as a reference because it's like the biggest reality show in Africa, right? Big Brother puts out all those contestants. And whether you like it or not, you have made 20 or 22 celebrities every single time that show
gets into the show.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Okay, for example, let's also look at Project Fame or The Voice.
The Voice,
Do you understand
Nigerian Idol.
Nigerian Idol.
A lot of it.
These guys put out the faces of these people. Nigeria. So let me tell you something. We have a lot of youth in Nigeria who are looking for some form of employment, who are looking for something to do with their talent. Now, you have talent and you are not showcasing it, or you don't have a platform to showcase it. It's a problem. So if those corporate organizations are able to bring in their own money, sponsor reality TV shows, and put out, okay, now you have Project Fame or is it Project Fame? I don't know if it's still happening.
Nigerian
Idol, The Voice, Big Brother. Right? These are very popular platforms.
Some other ones.
And there are some other ones, like there's this one, Live Band one that they started. The Live Band one, Now, what you have done is that you have put this, plus or minus, you're talking about almost 100 youths, right? You have put them in the eyes of the world. And when the world is watching you, there's a value attached to you. Especially when you now have some kind of creative values to sell. That's why it is important that people understand the market value that these reality TV shows come with.
And while you're talking about the market value, remember I said the negative sides of these shows too. And this, apart from the addiction of the people watching it, the Big Brothers, the rest of it, yes, they are entertaining to some people. They might say it's not, but we that watch, we know how entertaining it is.
Oh, you the watch, sir?
Of course.
You get favorites?
Not yet. Okay, Big Brother per se, I've not really focused on this year's Big Brother to watch, but subsequently, in fact, the one that produced Ebuka, I was a big fan of Ebuka then. So when he left the house, that's another topic. Anyways, what I'm saying is, you've mentioned how these guys, become famous just by joining any of these
2 weeks shows. After like 1 month.
This pressure is another negative side of it. There is this pressure attached to it. The organizers of the show won't have anything to do with you. Maybe immediately you're evicted from the house. But the expectation from the people now have to put a certain kind of pressure on you, like you need to double up. What's the hustle now? If your pace was in 5 or 10, you have to double it up to 20 immediately to meet up.
Okay, what
people check out their social media. The competition between the housemates when they leave the house, all those things, I feel those are the negative sides of it. It's not now entertaining because they are actually taking this thing seriously. If you see the housemates, once they leave the house, they are looking at, okay, who is endorsing who has been endorsed. If you're not being endorsed, you're not really making it. And they are all giving themselves the same targets. I know what you mean by the market side, the marketing side of the whole thing, and I support that 100%. The negative side of this thing, the pressure, the depression, we need to just find out time and interview some of these guys that were in the house and did not make it.
Okay, you see, the truth is, I think, yes, you're coming from a place where I understand.
Yes.
But let me just highlight it a little bit more.
Go ahead.
The negative side to being on a reality show is actually something we must take very seriously. And I think, I don't know, for all those reality TV show organizers, please, it's important to always take this evicted housemates or those ones who actually did not make it to the final, or those guys who didn't win it. It's important to actually help them out with therapists, because it's important for them to go through the process of reintegrating into the real world again, because there's always this pressure of somebody who nobody knew, and he comes out of the house after a month,
nowhere,
2 or 3, and the whole world knows you.
The followership increases
on social media. There's social media pressure.
That's
social
like
media
the number
pressure.
one.
In fact, it used to be there used to be pressure before. When social media became very popular, it became enormous for these people to handle. That's why some of them haven't made it, because of course it's not everybody. These fingers are not equal. The pace at which everybody's going to make it is going to be different. But some of them will actually start faking it to make it. And at that point, when you begin to fake it to make it, you start living above your means. So that's why I think they need some kind of, when they leave those shows, it doesn't matter if it's Big Brother or any of those reality shows, right? I think they have to go through some form of therapy sessions for their mental health reasons, right? Because it's important to understand how you will reintegrate. You don't have to be a winner.
Anyways, this, while we are talking, and I just looked at the business side of it. So, any mental health therapists out there might even see this as an opportunity.
It's a big opportunity
to partner with the organizers of this.
There's something I know.
Even with the winners, sometimes the winners just go out there.
No. I think some of this. I'm not too sure. I think Big Brother has some kind of therapy session for
during the show.
Or is it during the show? No, I think after the show. I think so. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But if they are doing that, fine. But for those reality TV shows producers who don't have mental health, who don't take mental health seriously for contestants, especially for those who haven't won, and including those who have won, it's important to infuse mental health as a very serious prerogative for that particular show. You know.
I saw one. I think it's American Idol, where one girl collapsed on the stage.
Okay.
I can't remember the show particularly. I think she was waiting to be announced or something, and she just
collapsed.
Exactly. I don't want to focus so much on the disadvantages of these shows. I really, really believe that a lot of people have gained from the reality TV shows. I know that.
But do you know that people always give you this whole people who just go and sit down in the house. After some time they come out and they become famous and rich. How about those students who come out
first class? That's another point.
First class in the university. Why don't they get to give them that kind of money? Blah 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 blah. See, let me tell you the truth, let business be treated like business.
No, are you begging them?
These corporate organizations have seen that they can sell their brands through this medium, through social experiment. In fact, there's this social experiment that was a big hit on YouTube. I've forgotten the name. It was a big hit about a guy and his girlfriend who had issues. I've forgotten that. Anyway, that's but guess what? It had worldwide coverage. Now, what are brands looking for? Brands are looking for exposure. And when you have a lot of people in a room or in a place, you're trying to carry out that social experiment. Trust me, people see themselves in the housemates. Brands see an opportunity to sell their products. You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I try to explain to people that do not castigate what you do not understand. You understand? In fact, there was a time when somebody was talking about how vulgar some of these reality TV shows can. And I see, for example, Big Brother, it has age restriction. You don't have to watch. So don't come and start preaching in the church and doing holier than thou attitude, and you're coming to tell us about Big Brother when you have an option to disconnect it from your decoder. You don't have to watch.
But you have over 200 channels to watch.
Do you understand? Then you come and you're castigating reality shows. You understand? It doesn't work for me. The disadvantage again is something we must understand, that especially with Big Brother, where there's enmity that starts brewing after the show
between fan bases.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I think sometimes these celebrities who eventually come out from their house don't get to manage this whole thing, because any kind of publicity is
a publicity. Yeah, I've mentioned that earlier, but I think it's still the same thing that I'm saying. If I understand so well that going into the house is not to achieve what Chris is up to achieve in the house. I have my own different plan, going into the house. I know some people that want to just go into the house to sell a brand, their own brand.
Yes.
I know some people that are going into the house just because they want to be famous. You're going to be famous without a plan.
Another important
fame is a different thing. How to manage it is another. So once you get this fame, okay, you're cool with they know me here.
Yeah.
Or I come into this club and everybody knows.
Yeah.
When it's not coming, you feel oh there's a problem. Or when you come into a place like Abuja club, like nobody send you, you feel be like say people don't know me again. You now go back and start
depression begins to set in.
Yeah,
depression begins to set in.
Start fueling a kind of war between fan base, and sometimes this fan base does not exist. We know that.
So I don't know that.
I know it. I don't know that. I will tell you. Anyways,
because you're not to say this fan base doesn't exist, because on social media there's always this whole thing where they say their fan base bought them Mercedes.
Oh dear. Well, we'll get there when the time comes. Anyways,
I'm fan base. I'm here. I need Mercedes.
Chris, let's not deceive ourselves. The industry is heading to a direction where we won't be able to control it very, very soon. The whole idea of any kind of publicity is a publicity. PR business is not even there to correct some kind of mistakes again in the industry. Everybody's just doing anything they like. I think it's a different topic. We'll get there.
Yeah.
But let me tell you the wonderful advantage I know that this TV reality shows can bring to anybody that is well prepared.
That is a part of it. Okay, yeah. Well prepared.
I've had talents that built themselves just to feature in one of these reality TV shows, and once it comes, the whole world will know that this person.
An example of somebody that I'm very proud of is Laycon.
Yeah,
Laycon when he entered there, he was very, very, very specific what he wanted. He said,
he's still focused.
Yes, he said, I'm coming into this place to promote myself and my music.
Yeah,
and I think this is a big platform for me to be able to showcase
winning it
was a mega addition to what he But have you seen Laycon recently? Baba is fresh boy, man.
Yes, now
this guy, everybody who had something to say when he first came into the house with his shine light.
The guy started trending from the
social media now. They first of all lambasted the guy, and they say he liked himself. You understand? But after some time, he started getting love because they now understand that the guy was very, very strategic on what he wanted. And that's one thing I need to also put out there. Do not just because everybody is doing it, you want to do it.
No matter how you see these platforms, I don't think they are planning to go away. They are making money.
A lot of money.
I wrote something on Instagram like 4 or 5 years ago about the social media when the craze about voting. The business strategy these guys have brought into the whole game now has changed a lot of things.
Yeah,
you can't take that away.
Big time.
The brands that are taking up the advantage to advertise on these shows, you can't take it away from them too.
See,
these guys have worked hard with their brain to think of a concept that
Can I shock you? The truth of the matter is that I saw on social media, I have not done a proper research on it, but the guys who are actually sponsoring the present Big Brother, both of them are less. They are not up to 35. They're 30 years old and less than that. Young guys who have actually made money for themselves.
Yeah.
Right? And it shows you that there's going to be longevity in the whole process. And I heard that these guys dropped from 1B and 2BO, like just to be main sponsors of this show. That's to show you that's to show you the kind of money and the kind of impact that this kind of shows.
Investment.
That's a mega investment. Yeah. Let me tell you something. I downloaded one already. I have one of the sponsors. I downloaded the app already because I wanted to know why this guy has the kind of mind he has.
And the noise on social media. The noise on social media already is
exactly my point. So, anyways, that's what we think. That's what we think, ladies and gentlemen. And we want to call it short on this episode here. And if you think you have some other advantage, some of our disadvantage that you think we have not mentioned on this episode,
we can't say everything.
We can't say everything. Please just comment down below. Comment down below and let us know what you think the advantage or the disadvantage is. But from our own side, I think I have said what I can say for now.
I have more to say, Sean, but
you have more to say
because of time.
You too, go to the comment section. Comment on the comment section. Thank you very much. It's been a wonderful show guys. Again.
Yes, so
my name, as always, Chris Veduti.
Click. Romizi.
All right. Thank you very much, guys. See you on our next episode. Bye.
All right.